you very much. So now we're going to move on our little musical trip around the world from the British Isles, and we're going to have some songs from the various parts of the British Isles that gave the music hall its beginning. We put these in because they're really good sing-along and songs, and I know you'll be able to sing along, and I'm sure you will. We have some English songs, then we have some Welsh songs. We never had any Welsh songs in our show before, so we certainly should. Wales is, after all, the land of song. Then we're going to have some Irish songs. Everybody enjoys an Irish song, don't they, darling? No Irish jokes, you know, we haven't done an Irish joke, you've noticed that? No. No, we had rather an unfortunate incident here a few months ago. I happened to say one night to anybody in the audience from Ireland. A gentleman sitting down the front said, "Yes, I am." I said, "Would you like to do something Irish for us?" He said, "Certainly." He went downstairs and blew up the bloody toilet. I'm going to tell you a little Irish story. Are you from Ireland, sweetheart? Are you? Descendants of Irish. Here's a little Irish story. It's not an Irish joke in the sense of Irish joke, and I hope you like it. It's a delightful little story, and I hope you like it. It tells the story of three little nuns driving through Ireland. The Reverend Mother and the two sisters are miles from anywhere in the countryside. They run out of petrol, and the Reverend Mother says, "Glory be to God, what are we going to do?" And she looks, and in the distance, miles away, she sees a little farmhouse. So she says to the two young sisters, "Why don't you make your way across to the farmhouse, knock on the door, and ask the farmer if he'd lend us some petrol." So the two little nuns make their way across the fields, and the Reverend Mother stays with the car. They get to the farmhouse, and they knock on the door and explain to the farmer what's happened. So of course, seeing the Holy Sisters, he's only too happy to oblige, but unfortunately, he can't find anything to put the petrol in. So the two little nuns and the farmer are out in the barn at the back of the farm looking, and eventually the only thing they can find is one of those old china chamber pots. You remember the old chamber, you know, gazundas they used to call them. Goes under the bed. You with me? With me? With me? Good? Yeah, it's good. So they decide that's all they can do. So the farmer fills up the old chamber pot with petrol. Now you must imagine the scene as the two little nuns are walking their way back across the fields, the Reverend Mother with this chamber pot full of petrol. And eventually they get back and they explain what's happened. She says, "That's fine." So now visualize what must have been a wonderful sight. Three little nuns gathered round the back of the car, trying to pour the petrol from the chamber pot into the petrol tank of the car. Just as they're doing it, the Reverend Ian Paisley goes by. And he looks for a minute, and then he gets out of the car, and he comes back, and he watches them for just a minute or two, the three little nuns point. And then he says, "Sisters, sisters, I am not of your religion, but my God, I admire your faith." Delightful story. Ladies, belongs to Mr. Patrick O'Hagan, the Irish tenor.